In the year 1600 Robert MacThomas of Clan MacThomas was murdered by a group of highland outlaws. A few short years later Robert's widow married Alexander Farquharson of Allanquoich. John Farquharson of Tullcairn, Alexander's brother, also married Robert's only daughter, Elspeth. Through these marriages the Farquharson clan laid claim to the MacThomas lands in Glenshee. Obviously this land grab infuriated members of the MacThomas clan who saw these marriages as a way to steal their property. This was the first act of many encroachments by the Farquharson clan against the MacThomases of Glenshee. In the mid-1600s this feud began to heat up during the reign of the seventh chief of Clan MacThomas, known as McComie Mor. He was known to be a very courageous and ferocious leader and was said to have killed a bull with his bare hands. During McComie's early life he was able to extend the MacThomas clan properties in Scotland by purchasing the Barony of Forter in Glenisla from Lord Airlie. He also extended their influence into Glen Prosen and Strathardle. During this time the MacThomases enjoyed a favourable relationship with the crown which helped them keep rival clans such as the Farquharsons at bay. However, in 1660 upon the restoration of Charles II, they found themselves at odds with the government when Lord Airlie claimed that the MacThomases were pastering cattle on land he had granted to the Farquharsons. The bad blood between the two clans got worse when Robert Farquharson, who had promised to marry McComie's daughter, broke his word and instead married Helen Ogilvy, daughter of Colonel Ogilvy of Shannalie, infuriating the MacThomas clan. In the early hours of New Year's Day 1669, Robert Farquharson with around 50 of his men, launched a surprise attack on the MacThomases and was able to capture McComie Mor, surprising him in his house at daybreak. The MacThomas clan sent 5 of McComie's sons to attempt to rescue him, but they were ambushed and killed by the Farquharsons. The MacThomases eventually had to pay a £600 ransom for the release of their chief. Then, that spring, the Farquharsons attempted to unsuccessfully take possession of the MacThomases' farmlands in Killallock. In response the MacThomases attacked Bruff Derrig and the Farquharson chief was barely able to escape capture. The feud came to its climax in the winter of 1673 when Robert Farquharson decided to take his dispute to the Sheriff of Forfar looking for his assistance in obtaining the grazing rights to Glenisla. McComie became aware of this meeting and ordered his men to intercept the Farquharson chief and kidnap him. During the battle that took place at Drumgley, named the Battle of Pardonarm, both of McComie's remaining sons, John and Robert, were killed. After McComie Mor MacThomas's death in 1676, without strong leadership and lawsuits hampering the MacThomases, McComie's remaining family sold their holdings and abandoned the disputed lands. The clan spread out, many leaving for other lands, with a number of them going to Tay Valley and changing their name to Thompson, while others went to Angus and Fife where they changed their surnames to Thomas, Tom or Toms.